Do you remember?
No, I don't. God, can you believe it? A night so hideous, and I don't even remember it happening to me.
Thank God.
Seem relieved?
Well, yeah, I am for you. You know? Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't have to remember anything like that. You shouldn't have pestered me into telling you about it.
I would have found out sooner or later.
It just seems unfair that you have to live with the memory of what that bastard did to you.
Bastards?
What's that?
Well, you said there were 3 of them, and that it was a gang rape.
Yeah, that's right. There were 3 of them. And you were so drunk. Real manly.
I mean, that someone hated me that much to get that kind of revenge, it's beyond understanding.
Yeah, it is.
What happened to them? I mean, where are they now?
Charlie, what are you doing here?
But I just had to. I had to know that you were all right. Are you?
Yes. I'm okay. Michael tells me that I'm actually very lucky. I mean, is it all right if I'm... Oh, he's fine, yes.
Are you in pain?
No. I think they're giving me something for that anyway. But Charlie, don't worry. I'm going to live.
I mean, I was worried. You know, when I heard about the accident, all the things that went racing through my head, I mean, the idea that I might never... I just can't tell you how much it means to me that you are okay.
Thank you. I don't understand something, though. I told Michael not to notify anybody. How did you even know I was here?
Oh, Dorian told me.
Is this a stick-up? I know. You're the misunderstood criminal, and I'm the unsuspecting but sympathetic victim. We like to play roles sometimes, like I'm the stern meter maid, and David has parked his car.
Enough! You're too late.
Hand over those papers, Dorian.
What papers? These?
Excuse me. I see what you're doing. I know you're doing the liaisons dangereuses bit, but I don't role play with you anymore. Give me the papers.
Why should I? We had a deal.
Made under extreme duress, otherwise known as extortion.
An honest exchange of goods and services.
I wonder how Vicky would react if she found out about our deal.
You wouldn't dare.
Force my hand.
You have got a shred of honor left.
Oh, high praise coming from the woman who had to be bribed to not let another human being die.
Oh, I did not have to be bribed. I'm sure that I would have done what I did under any circumstances.
We'll never know, will we?
Dorian told you I was here?
Yeah, I was in the diner talking with Addie, and then Dorian came in. I was just trying to get away from her. She stopped me and told me that you and she had been in an accident, that you were here.
Well, I guess I shouldn't be all that surprised.
No?
No, I think that At the moment, Dorian is having a prolonged attack of conscience.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, with her, that's usually motivated by something extreme.
It's hard to imagine anything extreme enough to get Dorian Lord to do the right thing.
Death, that's extreme. Dorian saved my life tonight.
I kept my part of the bargain. Now it is time for you to keep your part. Or did you have your fingers crossed behind your back when you begged and you pleaded for Vicky's future?
I'm a man, and a man does what he has to for a friend.
I did what I had to do for my sister. It's over, David.
Trumped again.
You just bet. I can top you any day of the week. Ha! Oh, for pity's sake. What, Addie? Addie, stop it. Now nobody has it. Okay, I'm just a little drenched and a little buzzed.
You're not the only one.
Wait a minute, this wet look, it looks good on you.
You like this,
Yeah,
huh?
you should try it at the station sometime.
Just walk in like this.
Yes, absolutely. I bet you, if you walked in buck naked, gave him that intimidating look of yours, nobody would say anything to you.
Me intimidating? I doubt it.
Yeah, you intimidating. You betcha.
Do I intimidate you?
What do you think?
Well, I think that's enough for one night.
No. No, I want to know exactly what happened to the 3 men who raped me. Are they still out there?
Yeah, they're still around, but trust me, they didn't get away with it.
So they went to prison.
Yes,
Are they still there?
one of them is.
One of them?
It's complicated.
How complicated?
Marty, just believe me when I tell you that they paid for what they did to you, okay?
But getting out and walking around free, getting back to their lives?
They don't have lives. One of them is in prison, like I told you, and the other one went a little bonkers and ended up in a mental institution, so.
And the third one?
He's free. He's free, if you'd call it that.
So wait, let me get this straight. The one who instigated the gang rape is already out of prison.
He got pardoned.
Why?
Now, like I said, it's complicated. I'll tell you one thing. I know that he, even though he didn't go to prison, he's suffered enough. He's still suffering. I mean, he thinks about it every day of his life, every minute of his life, what he did to you. And he's got nothing. He's totally alone.
ABC's One Life to Live, brought to you by Aveeno, the leader in active naturals.
Dorian saved your life.
Yeah. Kind of surprised she didn't tell you that herself.
Well, I pretty much just ran out of the room when she told me you were in the hospital, but maybe I've been wrong about her.
Oh, I doubt it. I mean, I'm extremely grateful to Dorian for what she did tonight, believe me. But I've known that woman for, oh God, what seems like several lifetimes, and I think it would be very naive of me to think that Dorian doing the right thing would be any kind of pattern for her.
I'm happy with anything as long as it helps save your life.
Thank you.
Well, look, I know you've had a pretty tough night, and I'm the last person that you really want to see here.
No, Charlie.
So, look, I know how you feel about me, and I know why you feel that way, and I just had to come by to make sure that you were...
Charlie, please stop. I'm really so glad you're here.
You are.
You know, Charlie, in spite of what happened, my feelings for you haven't just vanished.
Look, I didn't come here just to get into all this. I just had to see for myself that you were okay. Okay, so now I'll let you get some rest.
Wait. There's something that you should know, okay? The last time we spoke, you told me that you had a memory of being in Dorian's bed.
Yeah?
Dorian admitted to me tonight that you and she did not sleep together.
Ripping up the papers never would have even crossed my mind. Good job, Addie baby.
I ripped up a lot of things at St. Anne's.
Well, that's that, I suppose. Why don't you and I go home and play a nice round of irate customer and dishwasher repairman?
Yeah,
I'll let you be the repairman this time.
I like that one.
Really, what kind of idiot do you think I am? Those papers were signed in triplicate. My attorney left the hospital with a copy of his own. And believe me, that's not going to be burned or shredded or anything else. Like I said, David, it's over.
Will someone please tell me what's going on? And what were you doing at the hospital with your lawyer at this time of night?
Well, actually, Addie, it's a little bit difficult to...
Dorian, just take a second and look at your sister. Does she even remotely resemble a woman who's in a miserable marriage?
You look at her. You gonna tell her or shall I?
Tell me what?
Come here a second, Addie baby. Do you have any idea how much joy I've gotten out of being with you?
Do I ever?
When I look back on my life, the childhood that I had, and the man I've become,
Oh, just say it.
I'm leaving you. Say something.
It's raining.
I'm glad you got me away from my work tonight.
I'm glad you let me yammer on. Guess I should head home.
But you said everyone was asleep.
I did.
You don't look sleepy.
Not.
Why don't you stay?
Man to rape me, convinced 2 other men to rape me, is alone. And that's supposed to be punishment enough?
I don't think you quite understand.
No, I don't understand, and I don't remember.
You don't remember anything at all.
Nope. And how sick is this? I'm actually sitting here trying to remember being gang raped. I'm sorry I made you.
No,
Tilly.
wait a minute. Don't apologize to me. Marty, don't ever apologize to me.
You're leaving me? When? How?
Those papers we just tore to bits.
They were annulment papers, Addie.
Annulment? Don't you have to prove the marriage was never, to get an annulment?
Please, can we not go there?
David, I don't understand. I saw you not 3 hours ago and you were happy. We were going to schedule our swimming with the sharks expedition.
Oh, why bother? You were married to a shark.
Addie baby, there is nothing that I would enjoy more than being on a boat with you off the Great Barrier Reef, chumming the waters with Dorian's blood. But
what? Why did you divorce me?
A no, Addie, a no.
Whatever. Why did Dorian show up with the papers?
you'd have to ask Dorian that.
Addie, in order to win you your freedom, David and I struck an agreement.
You paid him off?
No, definitely not. He's not going to get a dime. I won you back your happiness. And it didn't cost me anything.
Dr. Bonners from St. Anne's was right. You're the one who needs help.
You don't understand, Addie.
Oh, yes, I understand perfectly. The high and mighty Dorian Lord has decided what's best for her poor, deluded sister. Well, I'm not deluded, and I'm certainly not poor. so you can just get out of my life.
I know that you're upset, and I'm truly sorry for that, but honestly, you're going to thank me someday. But David is using you. Don't you see? You were never anything more than a means to an end.
Yes, I see that.
Why in the world did that even come up?
Because earlier in the evening, she told me that you had.
And she would just lie to you about something like that? I mean, just to hurt you.
Oh, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Oh, yeah.
When she did tell you that we were sleeping together, did you believe it?
I didn't know, Charlie. You know, she said that you were incredibly drunk and...
No, I wouldn't know. Hey.
But see, the thing is, you told me you would never, ever do that, and you were right. Besides, however drunk you were, the name you were calling out that night was mine. However it happened, you were asking for me.
I swear, I am going to get to the bottom of this, Vicky. I mean, I have to understand when I took that first drink and why.
I really wish you would stop torturing
No, but I just can't accept it. I mean, I was in such a good place with my drinking. I wanted to tell Rex the truth. I wanted to tell you. I promised Jared that running to the bottle over this was not even an option. And so I want to know how all of a sudden I ended up drunk in an alley.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't know why it's so important to me to figure this out because, hey, I'm sober now, and even if I did figure out how and why I slipped, it's really not going to change the fact that I did a lot of things that made me lose the woman I love.
We'll soon have a bed in coronary care, Mrs. Davidson.
Coronary care?
Well, it's not every day that I have a patient who died and came back to life.
Don't apologize about anything that happened to you. None of that was your fault.
I know.
No, you don't know. These sick bastards locked you in a room and terrorized you. That's not your fault. I'm sorry that I've made you suffer through it again, telling you about it.
It wasn't your fault. Nothing you could have done.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was. I could have stopped it. I could have stopped it, Marty. I didn't stop it because I'm a coward. I could have stopped it. I didn't. I'm sorry.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Just because you were at the party, you think you could have stopped them? How could you possibly have known what they were going to do?
Yeah, I guess. I'm sorry. I just wish that I could go back and change things at all.
I appreciate that. But guess what? You're doing a lot for me now.
I don't know. Doesn't seem like enough.
What? You saved my life after Lee was murdered. You've taken care of me. You've given me a place to stay. So would you stop? No, stop. Stop it. Just stop feeling guilty for something that happened to me so long ago that I can't even remember. Because you know what? It's wasted energy. Why don't you put it into something that's more useful? Fix a few of those relationships with the people that you love.
Stay here?
Well, there's no way you're gonna get a cab at this hour, you know? A storm and all.
I have my car.
You also had a few drinks.
It was more like half a bottle.
Why drive you?
But you split that bottle.
Yeah.
So, really coming down.
May not let up for a while.
You know, you're right. I shouldn't try.
You know, I'm a cop. We know these things.
Oh, so it's Detective John McBain that says I should stay here.
Him too.
Well, then I guess I don't have a choice. We're just going to have to ride the storm out right here.
You know that David's been using you?
Of course. Just like I've been using him. That's what marriage is all about, Dorian. Two people using each other for love, for friendship, or for just plain fun.
That's beautiful.
But what I don't understand is what gives you the right to convince David to end our marriage?
I'm the head of the Kramer family, and I will do anything to protect my family.
Oh, that is so sad.
How?
You're using the same reasoning that Todd does.
Oh, touche.
My own sister is comparing me to Todd, to that lunatic.
What excuse does he use for all the terrible things he's done to Star lately?
But that's different.
Why? Because Star's 16 and I'm not?
Because Todd is a psychopath and I am not.
You could have fooled me.
Patty, I'm so happy that you are no longer in St. Anne's and that you're home with your family. I really admire your zest for living. But did you think that I would just sit idly by and watch you suffer the humiliation of being made a fool of by this user?
I married a charming, good-looking, younger man who genuinely cares about me and who makes me laugh. You let him get away. I think we all know who the fool is.
That is so insightful.
Really? As if I would ever consider for a moment getting involved with you again.
Methinks the lady doth protest too much.
Shut up!
Don't you tell him to shut up. I love it when you talk Shakespeare.
When I just walked in here, you acted as if nothing had happened. I mean, as if you were just banged up a little.
You know, Charlie, I live with heart problems. So every day for me is a gift. And I long ago realized that when bad things happen, it's a waste of time to agonize over them. Just be grateful that I made it through and keep going, that's all. Besides, you looked so worried when you came in. I didn't want to make it worse.
Look, I know you've had a hell of a night, but I mean, how did this accident happen? What were you doing in a car with Dorian in the first place?
Oh, please. Dorian's car broke down. I happened to come along the road. She wanted a lift. I reluctantly offered her a lift. And when we were in the car, well, your name came up, and of course we started arguing. So.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that how the accident happened?
No. The brakes on the car failed.
I could have lost you forever.
Oh, Charlie.
No, it's true. Okay, I can't keep doing this. I won't.
What?
But I won't take this lying down. I won't just give up on you, Vicky. Letting you go the way I did, that was wrong. You died tonight.
No, I didn't die. My heart just stopped.
And that is dying. Look, the most important person in my life was gone, and I had no idea. Okay, if you hadn't come... Jeez, if you hadn't come back... I never would have been able to make things right between us. You would have died without ever knowing how much I love you. How much I am willing to do to get you back into my life. And I swear to God, I am gonna do whatever it takes, Vicky, whatever it takes to get you back.
If either one of you thinks I'm going to apologize for protecting my sister, you're dead wrong.
Dorian, when are you going to get it through your head that I no longer need your protection?
Addie, baby, I am so sorry. If you understood the circumstances, you'd understand that I had no choice.
She may think she's won this battle, but I haven't given up. After all, I'm a Kramer, too.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Oh, there you go again.
And don't you follow her. You've hurt her enough for one night.
Hurt her? I saved her from you.
She didn't seem to see it that way.
Oh, really? We had a deal. I save Vicky's life. You give up Addie. Do you deny that you agreed to those terms?
No.
Then why the change of heart? Why did you burst in here so anxious to stop me from giving those annulment papers to Addie? Why?
It's not just up to you, Charlie. No.
Okay, no, I know, and I'm not begging you for a second chance. I'm not even asking you to say anything, but I just want you to know that I'm not going to give up without a fight. I'm going to do everything I can to earn back your trust and your love, because for some idiotic reason, until just a few minutes ago, it never really hit me what my life would be without you in it.
When we come this close to tragedy and somehow manage by the grace of God to avoid it, life tends to take on a whole new perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes that perspective doesn't last very long, but I am here to tell you, I am never going to forget this moment.
You know, it's odd. I'm still trying to come to terms with what happened to me tonight and exactly what it means.
You mean when your heart stopped?
When I regained consciousness, I had this very distinct feeling that I'd been given a second chance.
Wait, given or fought for? Because, believe me, you're not a quitter, Vicky.
No. Somehow, it wasn't up to me. It wasn't my choice, no. I just knew somehow that I'd come back for a reason.
Come on, you have all kinds of reasons. I mean, Jessica needs you now more than ever. And she and Natalie have so much more to do.
No, it was not. It was not about my family. I miss you, Charlie. I miss you so much.
Well, you know how I feel.
I know. You know, so much has happened. And I'm just not equipped to make a decision tonight.
And I'm not going to push you. At least not until you're up and about.
We've both been through so much these past weeks, you know, and I have a lot to think about. I don't really know how it's going to play out. But I will tell you one thing for damn sure. I'm so glad you came by this evening.
throw your clothes in the dryer?
What would I put on in the meantime?
Well, I could lend you something.
It's a good thing I look good in black.
Everything I have isn't black.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Let me sneak a little peek. Oh, I must have hit the black drawer. Black. Oh, yet another.
There's probably some sweats in there.
And what color would those be?
Navy.
Now you must feel very adventurous when you wear that, huh?
This is my underwear drawer. No one sees my underwear drawer.
Okay, I just did.
Got a lot of attitude, you know that?
You know it.
I guess I do.
You gonna give me those sweats?
You're changing the bathroom.
Great.
I don't have any relationships, really. They've all been taken away from me.
Got me.
Yeah, well, congratulations. All I seem to do for you is torture you about your past. The things you don't even remember.
I needed to know.
You know, you're more forgiving than I am, that's for sure. You okay?
I know it's a storm, but I don't know why. I'm just a little frightened. I'm frightened.
Well, you know what? There was a storm that night.
I don't think I want to be alone tonight, okay?
Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right down the hall.
No, I mean, I don't want to be in this room alone. God, would you just stay here with me?
So do you care to enlighten me, David? Why are you so anxious to go back on your promise to give up Addie?
Because our marriage means that much to me.
You mean because my money means so much to you?
You've seen me and Addie together. You know that our marriage is about a lot more than just money.
I know that your marriage to my sister is over.
You heard what she said. I still have a chance.
You are now out of my sister's life. You are out of my life. And the best news of all, you're going to be out of my house.
I have to suffer because I wanted to save Vicky's life.
Your suffering is none of my concern. And your ride on the gravy train is officially over. Good night, sweet prince.
Drop the Shakespeare. Medea's the only role for you. Hey, you got any matches?
Sure. Thank you.
Oh, Vicky. I hope your $10 million lease on life is worth it.
I guess they'll be taking you up to coronary care soon. So
I guess, yeah.
I should go.
Charlie. I mean, do you have to? Could you stay just for a while?
Do you really want me to?
I hate hospitals. And I would so like your company.
I will stay here as long as you want.
You mean you want me to stay in this room tonight with you?
I know it's a lot to ask.
It wouldn't make you feel uncomfortable?
being in this storm and not being able to move, that's what makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, sure. I'll just, I'll pull up a chair. You're right here.
Thank you.
Marty, I just want you to know that I'm never going to let anyone hurt you again. Ever.
I've got Port Charles' biggest gun on my payroll.
He's having secret meetings with the enemy. If Sonny's a threat, you have to treat him that way. He should be eliminated.
Can you set up a hint, General?